Now, this is just a discarded branch. If you've been following me on the pine series, you'll know where this came from. But anyway, even if you haven't, what we're going to do is to use this discarded branch to learn from it. And evidently, I have done a few of these and it's being well received, so I'll go ahead and do another version. Okay. The beauty of this is that, hey, it's already going to be thrown away. So it's really easy to practice with. So let's go ahead and get started. Not alive because it's just a branch. But looking at this, you might find something like this in a nursery where somebody chopped off the main right here, and you know the branches have taken on a new growth. So I think this will be a really good example of how you could practice with a branch. First thing you would have done would have been to remove that stub, and now it looks this is skinny and tall. So I'm just going to cut it off here. Now it's a little shorter and it has potential. So I'm thinking this is our line. Actually, probably we'll use this side so we don't see the scar. So you go up this line here. This is our side branch, so we're going to cut it short. And then one of these will become our apex. And for this lesson, let's just say this is our apex. So we'll cut off these that are in the way. So this is the apex, unless we want to make this the apex. Back and forth, back and forth. But for this exercise, we'll call this the apex. This is the side branch, so we'll cut it off here. Okay? And what I'm going to do is clean up this a little bit, and then clean up that little bit, and then I will say, hey, we're almost done. Let's look at our imaginary tree. See? It goes up. Not bad, huh? Okay, now, if this was a real tree, this branch should come down like that, huh? So if you're a wiring type of person, you could wire down. Or like in my case, I usually use a string and pull it down. Now, if you look at this distance here, it's long and a little bit uninteresting, right? But you see these? This is our sacrifice branch. Keep this and keep others. This one, let it grow long, then this part will fatten. Then you'll lose this uninteresting, untapered look. So get this thicker and this stays a little bit less, and then as it goes up. Now for up here, what we want is to let this grow and thicker so that there's a distinct improvement in the transition. Okay, so this should be maybe 2 or 3 times the thickness it's currently. After this part gets thicker, right, then you cut this off. And your new apex goes this way. So you start to get that movement you want, right? Right now, I'm a little bit unhappy with this one here. See how it's kind of a stub. And you see this green here? Now, if this was a live tree, I wouldn't do it. But if you let it grow back and this gets strong, then what you could do is to cut that. See, now you got a better taper, but you need a side branch. So if this was a live tree, I wouldn't have done that until I knew for sure that this was a good potential side branch. So, you know, these are practices for you, but I think it's a really good way to learn a lot about how to style your tree. So I'll let you look again. Of course, now if this was a real tree, there should have been a root flare down here. Flare, and then as it goes up, it has movement, right? Movement and taper. A little bit lacking in here, but we will use this to fatten that, so it'll be a nice taper movement, and future goes that way, huh? So yeah, I've been saying over and over that you should use discarded pieces as practice. And so you could see that this was a very simple lesson. Not perfect, but as I leave you with this pile of clippings, this has been Hiro Matsuda saying goodbye. And hopefully you enjoy this little short chapter on how to practice styling a pine tree. So please tell your friends and subscribe. So I'll see you in another chapter real soon. And if you wanted to know where this branch came from, you have to kind of backtrack to other projects that I've done. So what I'm doing is I'm doing major projects and taking pieces that get discarded and trying to make another lesson for you. So anyway, I'll see you again real soon.